On the road tonight at Maple Grove, no problem. Maple Grove looking for the long ball early, but it comes up short. That's EP's Kyler Klug. They're number one because they're strong on both sides of the ball, as they always are.
This would be a big test for that Crimson defense and trying to contain quarterback Cole Kramer. Check this out. He rolls out. Instead of throwing the ball, he puts it under the arm and takes off, and he'll sprint 25 yards to the end zone, putting Eden Prairie up 7-0 just before halftime. Cole Kramer again. This time he elects to use that arm and finds a wide open Davis Yeager for a 6-yard touchdown. Eagles are up 14-0. They go on to win.
Maple Grove hosting EP tonight. Third quarter, look at the 49-yard touchdown run by Grant Harstad for the Eagles. 21-0, and they would win easily tonight.
It was all skippers. Aaron Severson and Mitch Kloss. He weaves his way in for the score. And then it's later it says Severson handing off to Adam Livingston. He finds room and finds the end zone here. This one was all Minnetonka. Nice night for football. 42-7 over Lakeville South. Homecoming at Edina tonight in front of a packed house versus Shakopee. The Sabres hung around. Here's Danny Koulis to Garrett Mitchell for the score. Nice touch here. And later it's Koulis rolling left for the pass, but this time Patrick Peterson is in the way. This is what you call the pick six. Easy. Edina wins its homecoming game, and they're highly rated, 31-14 over Shakopee.
First quarter, Edina 7-0, kicking off, and a huge hit by Edina's Greg Best forces a fumble. There's the hit. It's picked up by Nicholas Bloom. Johnny on the spot goes 21 yards the other way, and Edina goes on to win tonight, 31-14. Third and goal, Brennan Kubler hits Raja Nelson in the back corner of the end zone. That's a nice touchdown. And the toe tap to boot. They go on to beat Wayzata 24-7 tonight.
9-yard touchdown. Connor Suba to Justin Bach. Phenomenal catch. And it's 7-0. Apple Valley ball now. Patrick
Chaska gets on the board first in the first quarter. Connor Suba to Justin Bach. What a tremendous catch.
Callahan will take it for a 42-yard gain. Great blocking. Stumbles, catches bounce. Oh, it's a gain or a touchdown saving tackle later in the drive. Kellen McKee, 2-yard TD run. They get the 2-point conversion.
Hawks. Apple Valley answers the direct snap to Kellen McKegg. It's 8-7 after the 2-point conversion.
8-7. 11-7 at half. Now we go third quarter. Kobe Lillo, 19-yard run, but the Eagles defense would answer on this drive. Suba's pass is picked off. Damian Swanson with a nice interception. Callahan goes back to work. Nice run. 26 yards right up the middle again. Fourth and goal for Apple Valley at the 1, and they fumble the football and turn it over on downs. Chaska with the ball, and it's Lillo. 23-yard run off the sweep. Great effort. Fourth quarter now, same drive. Lillo from 3 yards out. They missed the conversion. They're up 13-.
On the ensuing Chaska possession, they march at 99-plus yards. Kobe Lillo makes it 13-11 Hawks.
Apple Valley, it's McKee. 27-yard run into the secondary. The Eagles would score. Tyler Cardella to Luke Martins. They missed the 2-point conversion.
But Apple Valley answers again. Tyler Cardella to Luke Martins. It's 17-13.
They're up 17-13. Chaska ball, Suba to Colden Dodge. Great catch. But the Eagles defense would come up. Spencer Rowland. He causes the fumble. Recovered by Justin Furpo. 2 minutes to play. Apple Valley can win it with a fourth down conversion from the 18. But the Hawks, defense holds. And then Suba to Nolan Hansen. 39-yard gain with under a minute to go at the 4-yard line. And Lillo will take it in for the game-winning touchdown.
But in the final minutes, Chaska had one more drive in them. It's Lillo again, the game winner with 46 seconds left. Chaska beats Apple Valley 20-17.
Ecstatic, man. It's just straight energy. I feel it from all my teammates. I mean, we worked so hard in practice the whole week up until that moment, and just to punch it in when we're down like that in the fourth quarter, 2 minutes to go. It feels great, man.
Our kids fought. I mean, hats off to them. It was a great ball game, and our kids just they believe, and that's all we're asking for. That was a big drive at the end. We were able to do that last week to take the lead, and again tonight. So really proud of our kids, and just no quit in them.
Madhumita game. It's a fake and a recovery. Watch this. Whoop. Off the missed pass, and they had the chance. So then South St. Paul starts to roll. Chase Benson picks up a big gain, and then Cade Sexauer scores on a 1-yard TD run, 7-0 Packers, after another Madhumita fumble. Angel Rodriguez would score from 8 yards out, and it's South St. Paul upsetting Madhumita tonight, 27-13.
Homecoming for South St. Paul tonight as they took on unbeaten Madhumita in high school football week 5. Angel Rodriguez, big day on the ground for SSP. Powers up the middle for a 9-yard touchdown in the first. The Packers are up 14-zip. Then in the fourth quarter, Rodriguez again, this one from 8 yards out as South St. Paul wins it 27-13.
Highlights from St. Michael. Marcus Krupke picked off by Isaac Richards. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. And the Eagles of Totino-Grace are up 6-0. Krupke again. Back to pass to Xavier Thurman. It's a nice catch here in the third quarter as they're moving the football. And then it's Krupke to Thurman again. This time they'll get into the end zone with the extra point. They'll take the lead 7-6. But the winning team tonight is Totino-Grace. They hand St. Michael the first loss of the year.
Answer like they have all season. Marcus Krupke to Xavier Thurman. The way you envisioned it during the week. Not enough though. Totino-Grace 12, St. Michael-Albertville 7.
By Cal Hansen, the return by Hansen at his own 2. See you later. 98 yards on the kickoff return for the Rebels. They cut Blaine's lead to 34-21. Rebels again. Ernest Warlow. This is an 85-yard touchdown run. Blaine's defense, where are they? This made it 34-28. Blaine in front. What a big run. But Blaine would come back. Byron Bynum Jr. Short touchdown run off the spin, and Blaine holds on. Final score, 46-28 at home. Cretin-Derham Hall, Tony Underwood, 9-yard TD run, 22-0 Raiders. Danny Callahan to Jalen Newton. Watch this bomb. This play covers 62 yards, and Cretin is up now 29-0 after the long touchdown pass. And just for good measure, the defense says, you're not going to score here. This is Weston Thompson coming up on the interception for the Raiders, and they win tonight. You see the final, 43-7.
Third quarter now. Tuckner drops back to pass. He has time and floats one down the middle to Peyton Johnson for a touchdown. Good news is the Raptors scored. Bad news, they trailed 29-7. The Raptors couldn't parlay that in any type of momentum as Cretin-Derham Hall came right back on their next possession. Danny Callahan finds Jacob Prince at the 18. Prince shimmies out of a couple tackles and enters the promised land safely, 35-7 Raiders. CDH will put an exclamation point on this one of the fourth with backup quarterback Jackson Crawford in the game. This looks like a broken play, but is exactly what Crawford drew up. He gets free, races towards the pylon, dives in for 6, and Cretin-Derham Hall crushes Eastern.
First quarter action. Rosemont gets on the board with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Max Carter to Andrew Reuter. A little slant and go. That's really all they needed. The defense completely shut down the Lightning offense. Michael Judd coming up here with the sack. No room to move. 28-0 the final. Rosemont wins their third straight.
An 18-yard field goal to make it 13-10. Egan in front. Farmington's quarterback would fumble the handoff. Egan would recover at the Farmington 21, and that would lead to an Egan field goal by Nate Willis early third quarter to make it 16-10. But the final tonight, Farmington rallies to win 31-16. Vikings defensive back at that game. How about this? Xander Flukas for Mayer-Lutheran tonight. He's gone. 76-yard touchdown run against Kenyon Wanamingo to give Mayer the 7-0 lead. Tate Erlinson for Wanamingo. This one covers 79 yards on the quarterback keeper, and the game is tied 7-7. Big crowd tonight in Mayer. And then Mayer comes back. Mitchell Theisfeld, a 49-yard touchdown pass, and Mayer-Lutheran goes on to win tonight. Big win for them, 42-14. Defensive struggle. Anoka with the interception here, with the game tied at 3-3. Artavius Taylor got an interception for Woodbury at the goal line. The final was 10-6 in favor of Woodbury, and we'll be right back.
In the third quarter, Jags up 14-zip off the kickoff. Rashawn Cage, he had 2 touchdowns rushing tonight, and he also does this. Hurdles the defender, and he's still going. What a tough return from the junior, 48 yards in total. I love how he fights till the very end on that play. Then later in the quarter, Isaiah Watts will find Nate Chow for the touchdown on 4th and 11 nonetheless. Big win for Jefferson, 34-13. The final. Facing undefeated Holy Angels first quarter. Here's the story of the game. Joe Heimbold, 4 touchdown passes, 14-7 stars. Then later in the quarter, Caleb Carlson picked off by Peter Laird right here. You know he's got good hands, but he also plays receiver for Holy Angels. Talk about a nice return, fighting for every one of his 23 yards. But let's get back to Heimbold. I mentioned the 4 touchdowns through the air. Well, he also had 2 on the ground tonight as AHA wins big, 56-13.
Stars dominated the first half, and then they poured it on in the second as well. That's Rick Rowe with a nifty move on the short run. Joe Heimbold threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for a couple more for the Stars. Richfield, though, never gave up. Spartan scored late on his Caleb Carlson touchdown pass. 56-13 the final. Holy Angels wins. They're 5-0. They're going to take on Benilde St. Margaret's next week in the battle of those 2 unbeatens.
Unbeaten Cooper hosting Armstrong. Second quarter, Cameron King goes deep for Phoenix Sproles. I tell you what, this is one of the best connections in the state right now. 6-zip Cooper. But back comes Jake Breitbach, and Armstrong rolls out, finds Nathan Pertula for pay dirt. Falcons led at the break, but Cooper goes on to win tonight 20-7.
But here comes Cooper. Ante Burns scores from 25 yards out here in the third. He'd add a 23-yard touchdown in the fourth. As Cooper stays unbeaten, they win it.
Cooper strikes big. Cameron King throws deep. Phoenix Sproles gets behind the defender, and Sproles in for a 41-yard touchdown, and it's 6-0 Hawks. Both defenses excel in the first half. King's pass intercepted by Armstrong's Mekhi Bessick. And that sets up a touchdown for the Falcons. Jake Breitbach rolls left on a 4th down play and hits fullback Nate Pertula in the end zone. Matthew Jager's extra point gives Armstrong a 7-6 lead at halftime. But Cooper controls play in the second half. They get their running game going. Ante Burns is a big hole to run through. Burns played a great game for Cooper. He goes for the score here, and it's 12-7 Hawks. More of the same late in the game. Burns cuts left and scores another touchdown, and he'll seal the deal with his 2nd interception of the night late in the game. Cooper improves to 5-0, and they win it over Armstrong.
Cornerback Xavier Rhodes was a surprise assistant coach for Minneapolis Edison tonight, hosting St. Paul Humboldt. Big play here for Edison. Randy Magushia returns the kick, 70 yards for the touchdown. Game ended up being a shootout, but Edison wins 56-40.
Down, and the Tigers decide to punt, or do they? No, that's a fake, Frank, and Nate Soto's wide open. That's a first down. Then they move the ball downfield, run a little play action. It's hard to even catch up with this one. But in the end, is Soto so open again? Fridley over Central, 14-6.
Cougars trying to bounce back from defeat, and here's a way to start that. Ryan Coob's a big quarterback who can get you a tough yard. That one meant a touchdown on that keeper. Centennial, though, can apply some of that physical play on the defensive side of the ball. A team sack as they put some pressure on in the backfield. Osseo only scored once, but it was pretty. Watch this. Quarterback Greg Arl finds some time on the rollout, keeps his eyes downfield, right, Maxie?
Oh, nice job.
And then he finds Tyler.
That's a nice highlight.
6. Yeah. That wasn't enough, however, though. It's Centennial 35, Osseo 21.
Tonight taking on Columbia Heights. Kierton Belfield can get to the open field. Coming at you at the camera into your living room, he's gone, impressive 6. So is this from his teammate at Nazar Alameen, a familiar name on the north side. Gets some leg room, and goodbye to the end zone. They're putting up points on the north side. North 52, Columbia Heights 21. Wow.
Holy Family hosting Glencoe Silver Lake. Touchdown, Ethan Rasper. 5 yards out. Glencoe's up 14-3. Holy Family trick play. They're trying everything, trying to get on the board, and it just doesn't work. Final score tonight was 14-3 in favor of Glencoe Silver Lake.
Game over in Plymouth tonight. Perfect Mount Westonka versus 3-1 Providence. Second quarter. Check this out. Joshua Ellen one-handed You got to tell me that's one of the best catches you've seen this season, right?
Yeah.
Kept the drive alive on 3rd down, and it leads to this. Justin Mason connects with Julian Caven, 7-zip Lions. But Mound West Tonka would answer back.
This guy's a good player,
He
Evan
was
Dahl.
all over the field tonight. Great catch here. Also had a nice interception when I was at this game tonight. Whitehawks win again, 41-28.
The Coon Rapids football team chalked up its 4th straight win on Friday night, beating Spring Lake Park 34-14. The Cardinals set the tempo early. On their opening possession, Jalen Salazar tore off a 46-yard touchdown run to start the scoring. And they were just getting started. Miles Taylor scored from the 1 to make it 14-0 lead. And then Tyler George aired it out for Kenny Nawachi, a 74-yard score that made it 20-0 Cardinals before the end of the first quarter. Taylor got to the end zone again late in the second quarter, and Coon Rapids led 27-0 at the half. Spring Lake Park started the third with a spark. Cade McMahon scored on a 65-yard run on the second play of the half. And after a Cardinals fumble, McMahon scored again to cut the lead to 27-14. But Coon Rapids was able to hold on from there. Tyler George stretched for the stripe late in the fourth quarter. That touchdown sealed the deal with just under 4 minutes to play. Coon Rapids is now 4-1 on the season. They host Chanhassen next Friday.
Tigers lead Section 6, ranked 11th. Do I need to say more? Kiefer Verndale is stopping this guy, Wyatt Curtis. Already 908 yards rushing, 18 touchdowns in 4 games. They bottom up here, though, in the backfield. Curtis eventually, though, would find the end zone later, opening drive. His 19th score of the season. Tigers take the first lead of the game. Pirates wouldn't take long to respond, though. Mac Jones, he'll find Luke Weniger for the easy 6. We're all tied up at 6, and Verndale takes the lead in the second quarter. Jones again, this time takes it himself in the end zone for the score. Verndale all in this one, 52 the final, so big win for them. How about the Pioneer defense? Taylor Marshick leading the charge, slams it back down here for a big loss. And Pierce finally gets on the board. Second quarter, handoff goes to Jalen Jansen. He takes it all the way for the Pioneer touchdown. Ties the game up at 6. The offense then keeps rolling. Next drive, it's Jansen again. You can't stop him. He goes in for 6 more. All Pierce in this one, 50-12. At undefeated Cloquet, first play of the game, Lumberjacks Tim Pokornowski finds a wide open Hassan Magag for 6. They lead 7-0. Thunderlocks, though, cut into it later. Brody Holm, direct snap, barrels in for the score. But Coquette, too much tonight. Pokornowski to Mitchell Gerlach, this time deep for the touchdown. They would win this one 49-28 over the Thunderhawks. 2 Harbors. Home team up 14-0. Spencer Ross adds to the lead. Shakes off a few tackles in for the score. Extends the lead to 21. Then later in the half, it's Ross again. The shifty spin move, get out of the way. Turns on the Jets to the house down the sidelines. All 2 Harbors in this one, 42-0.